All right, so now we're going to talk 1-2 sliders a little bit. So up here, if you see how the tooth kind of has a very flat top to it, there's no identification lines. This one also has a flat tooth and a single one line. So 61 to 66 got the 44 tooth 1-2 slider. They're wider than the rest of these. There's less engagement for the gear teeth. The 67 transaxles for Beetle got what was called the one-line slider, just because of that one line there. Same tooth profile. The identification line tells you that this slider, is 25 millimeters wide, where this one is 26. So in 1967, with the 12-volt transaxle, they made the slider narrower, and that gave greater engagement to each of the two gears, first and second, for more holding pattern. 68, we come to the first of the two-line sliders. As you'll see right here, there's the two lines. Now notice that up here it's completely flat, but below I have another two-line slider, but this one has a line right here. Now, unfortunately, off the top of my head, I probably have it wrote down in my book, but so this is 67 only. This starts in 68, and for Beetle, we get the 40 tooth slider in 73. It's really late 72, but let's just go with 73. So between 68 and 72, you had the two-line sliders. This one takes 110 degree synchro on both sides. This line cut right here tells you that second gear got 120 degree synchro. First gear kept at the 110. Now the 40 tooth, the easiest way to kind of look at this one is that the teeth are very flat on top, or narrow on the later ones than they are the early ones. So the 40 tooth usually doesn't have a line. Now, one thing that is kind of confusing is there are 40 tooth sliders out there with a single cut line. I've been told these are aftermarket sliders that were made for a while. Now the difference you're going to see between that is that you'll notice by the reverse gear it'll be more of the non-caged reverse for the 42 sliders. But another trick is these 44 teeth sliders have a very flat and a large flat to them. So that's the easiest way for me to tell if the one line is a 67 only 44 tooth, or if it's a 42 slider that's an aftermarket version, because you can just tell the difference in the width. So that's kind of the sliders from 61 to 79 actually on Beetle and here in the US. Bus, your 3 ribs have a lot of 2 lines and 42 sliders. The 5 rib will just have the 40 tooth slider. So that's kind of the quick, easy way on sliders and how to identify them, know which one's which, and a little bit about the years.